Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Ned over at My Philippine Dreams and to the east of the D over at MPD, coming at you from Dumaguete City, the city of gentle people here on Negros Oriental in the Philippines. Today is September 5th, 2018, the first day of the rest of our lives, and it's a bit soggy outside. It's a bit rainy. It's been like this for about, I don't know, 3 days now. Cabin fever is starting to kick in a little bit. Lynn left me to go visit family in Dipolog. I'm not sure if she just wanted to visit family or if she was trying to convey a message to me, but hopefully she'll be back tomorrow. Who knows? All right, we got some news that we got to go through here. I think we got a low pressure area stalled out or something, which stinks. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do, and I can't do it because it's raining. But hey. Oh, so it's the Burrs. It's September. Merry Christmas, everybody, by the way. Christmas here in the Philippines starts on September 1st. So Merry Christmas to one and all. Happy Festivus, Hanukkah, whatever it may be. Shocking news coming out of Cebu this past week. Cebu is an island just to the northeast of Negros. You can actually see it from the Dumaguete waterfront. On Sunday, September 2nd, 2018, the year of our Lord, Regional Director Daybold Sinas gathered the entire Talisay City police force together and announced that all 65 of the police officers there were relieved of duty due to ongoing allegations of some of them being involved in the illegal drug trade. Following this announcement, the superintendent, this is the regional PNP superintendent, also ordered that all of the officers receive drug testing at the police station that same day. The vice mayor of Talisay City, Alan Bukaw, expressed surprise at the dismissal of his city's police force, noting, "Personally, I was caught flat-footed. If I had my way, it would have been better to retain some senior police officers to guide the younger ones. There is also the possibility that our traffic police force's work could be affected, especially that now that all of the personnel have been reassigned. But we can do nothing but support the PNP's decision." Some of the relieved police officers from Talisay also voiced their disappointment that they were all being made to suffer because of the actions of a minority of the police force. The regional law enforcement director stated that he ordered the relief of his police force following President Rodrigo Duterte's announcement that the Talisay City PNP were involved in the illegal drug trade. The only officer not relieved of duty was the newly appointed police chief, who I believe has only been there for a few months. Temporarily replacing the relieved officers were an equal number of officers brought in from the Regional Mobile Force Battalion. The 65 police officers are to be reassigned to another office in Cebu. Once there, they will receive a 2-week quote-unquote moral recovery program and a 4-month enhanced security course. Following this training, the officers will be reevaluated individually for potential further reassignment. 8 special investigators are also themselves being investigated for withholding evidence in some major drug cases. If found guilty of tampering, the 8 investigators could be discharged from the PNP and possibly face criminal charges. In other news, President Rodrigo Duterte recently apologized to former U.S. President Barack Obama for previously calling him a son of a beach. President Duterte later went on to say that he had forgiven Obama for his comments on the Philippines' rather controversial war on drugs. Describing Obama as a cold person, President Duterte warmly praised the new American president, Donald Trump, describing him as speaking my language and a good friend of mine. The closer relationship seems to have arisen from the new American leader not speaking out against President Duterte's human rights record. We all know when that happened. That was a few years back when President Obama was still in office, and he made some comments about the Philippines' controversial war on drugs, and President Duterte saw that as an attack on his national sovereignty. Who is another country to tell what I can do and I cannot do in my own nation? He is the duly elected president, President Duterte, and he took serious offense on what then President Obama said. But it seems like the relations between the United States and the Philippines is warming due to the new president, Donald Trump, who again he describes as a good friend of mine and speaking my language, which is good because the United States and the Philippines has long had a relationship They had their 50 years of Hollywood following the removal of the Spanish. So it's good to see that people are coming together, putting aside old differences, and trying to forge new relationships. So that's actually a good thing. As for the police situation, again, things are different here in the Philippines, and this is yet another example of it. Usually in the United States, if there was a situation like this, if there were allegations of involvement in illegal drug trade, or if there was evidence disappearing from the evidence room, we've all watched the police procedural dramas and stuff on TV. You know, Internal Affairs comes in and investigates, does their own investigation. But in this case, they relieved the entire city police force and replaced them. So there were 65 officers that were relieved of duty, and they brought in 69 officers from the regional task force battalion. But they also admitted that these new police officers from the battalion were all low ranking and didn't have much experience and had never worked in a police station. So let's hope that all works out. Drugs is a horrible thing no matter where you are. Every country in the world is dealing with the ramifications of the expanded drug trade and expanded drug use throughout the world. It's a terrible thing to see. It's a terrible thing to experience, and I hope it all comes to pass, that it all works out. So again, it's nice to see President Duterte extending a leaf of peace to President Obama. And again, if you live in Asia, if you have experience in Asia, you know how sometimes difficult it can be for people to say sorry. So that speaks volumes for that statement there. All right, that's enough of me rambling on. This is Ned over at My Philippine Dreams. Stay safe, stay dry. Might want to stay out of Talisay City for a while. I don't know. And I'll see you next time. Peace.